Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved, the Windows version of the popular cell phone game Plague Inc. First things first, let me ask everybody to turn off any ad blockers, help me make a career. Last time we played the nanovirus twice on Brutal, second time we got it done, so happy about that. Today we're gonna wash that off. Why are we washing victories off? That's silly. Today we're going to try and continue the win streak and not wash off victories with the scenario created equal. But first things first, let me ask everybody to turn off any ad blockers and subscribe to my channel. Help me make a career. So created equal. People worldwide agree that a disease-free world is a moral imperative. New global program to improve surveillance capacity significantly increases the ability of poor countries to identify, respond to, and communicate about national disease outbreaks. If the world stands together, nothing can stop it. Ooh. Ooh. So, fungus is almost always the wrong answer, but in this way, it would be particularly bad. Bioweapon, maybe? Simian flu, maybe? Necrovirus? Norax worm? I say let's go with the Norax worm. If the world wants to be equal, we will make them equal by the help of the Norax worm. Okay, so we're not going to call it busted lips. I'm going to call it Flaired Nostrals. I hope that is how you spell both Flaired and Nostrils. I am doubling up my gamble here. That I probably can't spell either one of those right. So we get to pick a starting location, but the fact that it's a poor country may not be as effective when we pick our favorite Southeast Asia. Flaired Nostrils begins in Southeast Asia. Weak and used to hot temperatures, it must evolve to use DNA to infect more people. Right. So I don't think anything's gonna be too different here. Let's see. We'll want to go up this chain and get the spread about, because I bet borders and things like that are going to be a problem. But instead of potentially getting caught, let's just save our DNA. Just do nothing while the DNA grows until it gets discovered. Writers demand site paywall. There is a incident right there that is probably counteracted by this scenario quite a bit, and on top of that, it's just the reference doesn't make a lot of sense in 2015. There are still a few websites, prominent websites that are trying site paywalls, but they've heavily backed away from it to the point where a average reader would never even run into it. Only people that are reading online every single day from specific sites. Now we do have paywalls in scientific studies right now. Horrible, horrible things. Where it's just, if you want to see this scientific research paper, you have to pay potentially thousands and thousands of dollars, which is no good. That is no way to proliferate science. That is not a scientifically moral action. Should be right up there with the Hippocratic Oath that knowledge belongs to all. Let's see. Let's get Madagascar in there. I'm hitting all these islands right at the beginning. Haven't been discovered yet, so we have a full infection in Southeast Asia. Let's hit New Zealand. So why do we have Trojan planes? It seems like you get them no matter what with the Nordic Swarm. Which makes a confusing fact about just why would you want more Trojan planes and spend your DNA for that? I've now hit most. I mean, I'm hitting the Philippines and New Guinea now. Things that almost certainly would have been affected anyways. This is great. Let's just go ahead and start in Morocco. Speeding up a little too fast. Let's see. Any other target places? Let's hit Brazil here. Let's hit somewhere around Central Africa. Let's hit somewhere around Central Asia. I've gotten all of the islands already infected. I haven't done anything or been discovered. Just a Trojan. So let's see. Brazil. There you go. I have 118 DNA. Let's see. There you go, Central Africa. With the Trojan planes, they don't have to go to airports either. They can just, I guess they're crash landing, or they're landing on fields to spread their disease. Let's see. Little Germany infection going on there. So now we've got infections everywhere, at least in central places. Not a lot of people infected yet, but it doesn't. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think for a second it's going to be a problem. They're not detecting it. Maybe that's because we're playing on casual. Maybe this scenario would be a lot different on... oops. Well, I was meant to go to Canada there. I bet this scenario would be pretty difficult on brutal, normal, mega brutal. Staying under the radar has always been a difficulty. Alright, let's see. Off to Canada it goes. Let's go ahead and give this the coldness ability, the drug resistance ability, genetic hardening. Why not? Alright. Almost all of Africa has been infected as far as the countries. Let's try and hit somewhere around Central Europe. There you go, there's the Ukraine. Rumors of a mysterious illness. So instead of being new minor disease discovered, it has only gotten to the level of a rumor so far. Let's see, Argentina. Protesters claim mysterious mystery plague is real. They can't even agree whether or not the plague exists or not. Exactly where you want to be if you're going to try and eradicate the world. Get people to argue about it instead of get on the same page looking for a career. Next place we want to get to is Sweden, as far as our Trojan planes. We're really running out of places to even take them. It doesn't mean we should start putting some more things in, though. Some more symptoms or anything like that. Because still feel like playing it under the radar is good. Major riots in Southeast Asia over the mysterious plague. Mystery plague. I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I believe. The mystery plague is real. Investigators prompted by recent riots in Southeast Asia find that the plague is real. Darn it. But notice all that extra work they had to go through just to admit that the plague was real. Not even to start working on the cure. Let's get Spain with our next Trojan plane. I believe Spain has already got new fall in urban population. People are moving out to the country. There's a little African country of East Africa, and Turkey, and what was that? Italy. Okay, they're starting to work on the cure. It's time to go. Psychosis, adoration, devotion, transcendence. So there we have transcendence evolved. Let's see. What else do we want? We have 77 more DNA, and we want it to spread. So we'll just spread, 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 spread. So the question is, are there any countries just Italy? Italy. The infected worship flared nostrils. So anybody that gets us warm has flared nostrils. Flaring your nostrils, by the way, is kind of when you bunch up your nose, make them look bigger, in case you just don't know that term. As I get older and older and start talking to younger and younger people, which seems to be some coincidence there, a lot of the things that were common knowledge terms, or I thought were common knowledge terms, seem not to be anymore. And that kind of works both directions. There's a lot of new terms coming about that I have to learn. A lot of internet lingo and texting and chatting and LOL, which LOL is a great example because people can't even agree on whether that means laugh out loud or lots of love, because a lot of older people think it's lots of love, and younger people almost unanimously use it for laugh out loud. And then they don't even use it appropriately, in my opinion, because they don't actually laugh out loud, and whatever they're responding to isn't actually that funny. We're gonna have a real decline in comedy if people don't raise their standards on what is laugh out loud funny. I love to watch comedy things on Netflix, but do I laugh out loud that often? No, I do not. It's just, it's not. Do I chuckle? No, not really. I enjoy it, I smirk, I kind of appreciate it, and I like comedy. It's not like I hate comedy, it's just that I don't express it verbally, usually, so that's the despair thing. It costs 6 DNA to get rid of it, but I don't want a lethal disease. They said they wanted everybody as one world. They said it was a moral imperative to treat everyone equally. Well, you know, once every single person on the planet is infected with the worms, we will treat them equally as slaves to the worms. Obsession is mutated. New obsession, earthworm collecting. It worked for us. That's one of those symptoms that can go one way or the other. Anyways, Flaired Nostrals enslaves humanity. The whole world worships Flaired Nostrals as their god and master. Efforts to cure the plague have ceased, and humanity is entering a dark new future as a slave species. You wanted to be treated equally, you will be treated equally. So, there's equality scenario. 680 days, 36% I believe, to the cure progress, complex Norax worm disease. That got us 39,148 points and 2 biohazards. So that was created equal. Yep. So another easy scenario, nothing really, I didn't notice any change between this game and a regular game really on casual. Maybe if it wasn't, if I was playing on brutal or normal, it would become more apparent what had been changed there, but that felt exactly like a regular game. So how many more scenarios do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more official scenarios, which puts us at a potential maybe 24, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more episodes on this series. The series is gonna go long. If only I'd known this at the beginning, maybe I would have released 2 episodes a day or something. Anyways, next time we're gonna try the bioweapon on brutal. We may try the bioweapon 2 times in a row, depending on whether or not I feel like we can actually win on it. And then we'll go back to the next scenario. But that's the end of this episode. So, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me even more through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Any amount you donate will be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus or Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.